one of the interesting, cool things that people do nowadays. All right, is everybody ready? Okay, here it goes. Episode 7 of the Performers I Know. Its guest is Zoe Rock. Are you relaxed yet? Okay, good. Episode 7 of the Performers I Know coming at you. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know. These are performers I know. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Performers I Know. This is episode number 7. Yeah, we've done 7 of these things now. That's amazing. This week, live from Studio, New Jersey, we have a very talented young lady. Great singer, great performer, great actress. And she is here as my guest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Zoe Rock. Zoe, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm feeling like a big box of fluffy ducks. Thanks for asking. So, once upon a time, actually this past summer in 2023, I was in a production at Brundage Park Playhouse of Beauty and the Beast, where I played Cogsworth. Amongst the 2 children who played Chip, one of them was Trinity DeVivo, who I hope to have on in a future episode, but the other one was Zoe. And boy, I tell you, it was never a dull moment whenever we had rehearsals and Zoe was there, because she's just a big bundle of energy. I often am convinced that she just has a IV drip of sugar going constantly into her. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes, very accurate.
Okay, well, at least you're being honest. Zoe, first question to you, as I ask all of my guests, what got you into performing, acting, singing, dancing? What got you bitten by the theater bug?
So I was having a normal day, normal week, and a sign was posted next to my nearby community, and I saw a sign for Matilda at Pax Amicus Theater, and my mom asked if I wanted to do it, so I said, yeah, I'll try it.
So what you're saying is that you saw the sign and it opened up your eyes? You saw the sign.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
Zoe doesn't know that I'm making a reference to something. It's something that she's way too young to get, but I'll explain it to her another time. Yes. So we did Beauty and the Beast together, and we all had fun. A lot of sold out shows. Actually, I think, with the exception of maybe one performance, every single show was sold out. So that was fantastic. Zoe, what were your fond memories of Beauty and the Beast from this past summer?
For the most part, just the cast was really fun in general. So every time I went to rehearsal, I had so much fun.
Yes, all the wacky people like Nick Short and Owen and Jared, all of whom I hope to have as future guests on the show. And I heard that Cogsworth guy, he was all right.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Yeah. I heard he makes a mean peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I should ask him about that sometime.
Yeah, maybe you should have him on the show too.
Yeah, I think I will. I will interview Cogsworth
That's
and make it a special YouTube exclusive. If my Patreon members put in $1 zillion, I will release the episode.
okay. I'll contribute to that zillion.
Great, wonderful. I take big bills and checks as well, but
Okay,
no
let's
credit cards
not
though.
get ahead of ourselves. Yeah.
So you did Matilda, and it snowballed from there. You've done a lot of pilot projects as well in the New Jersey area. For example, during the time, actually during rehearsals for Beauty and the Beast, you were in a pilot production. What was it? The name of it again? The name escapes me.
Dare to dream from a spy.
Yeah, that's it. Dare to Dream. Can you give us a short little synopsis to the audience of what exactly Dare to Dream was all about?
So basically, it's about these four characters, and one of the characters who I played was not really sure what they wanted to be, and they didn't know how to dream of a future for themselves. They didn't know where their future lied, but the other four characters explained their experiences and messages to help the character understand where they wanted to go.
And where did that character wind up wanting to go?
They realized that she was together with everyone around her and kind of came together with her community.
So it was the friendships they made along the way. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
The one thing that I remember, um, I was talking to Zoe backstage during Beauty and the Beast, and I asked her like, "Oh, were the costumes complicated?" And she leaned in all conspiratorially, like, "You want to know what my costume was? It was a shirt with my name on it," as if she was imparting a great secret onto the world.
Was very big secret.
That's right. Just in case Zoe forgot how to spell her name, all she had to do was look down and go, "Oh, there's an O in the middle of it. I get it. I get it."
Yeah.
So you played Chip in Beauty and the Beast and you sung magnificently. Did you were you always a gifted singer or did you hone your talent with fine teachers of singing and music?
Um, I haven't really had any lessons or instruction on singing. I just knew I always wanted to talk because even when I was really little and I didn't know how to talk, I would always figure out a way to mumble out what I wanted.
Goo goo gaga. I want a latte.
Yeah, in a way.
In a way, yes. So even before you could talk, you wanted to perform. Is that what you're kind of getting at?
Yes.
Well, that's a lot of very talented people that I know are the same way, where it's like even before I knew how to walk, I wanted to sing and dance and juggle chainsaws. I don't know quite well if you're able to juggle chainsaws though. Would you say that's a talent of yours?
Um, no.
No.
I can't juggle for the life of me, but I mean, hey, I could try.
Well, I mean, you got to be very, very careful when you're juggling chainsaws because if something goes slightly to the left,
You
you
would know.
won't. You would know. You would probably have to go to the hospital. I would suspect.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So I guess juggling flaming torches is out of the question as well.
definitely.
Yes, of course. After we did Beauty and the Beast, I knew from that moment that I had wanted to work with Zoe on one of my lovely, lovely virtual productions. And I was searching for a sign from the universe to see what scene or show can I do that will showcase even a small snippet of Zoe's talent. And then it came to me. How about she plays a mouse? Yeah,
We love it.
we love it so. In our one of our recent scene showcases, there was a sketch called David Lynch's American Tail, and Zoe played Tanya Moskowitz, and she even got to sing a little bit, and it was lovely. What was it like having to do that sort of thing? Not really, I guess, knowing who David Lynch is per se. I mean, I would hope you know what an American Tail is by now.
Yes, I do.
Yes. So, what would you say was your first impression of this David Lynch character, this wackadoodle director?
I wasn't I was never actually really sure, even after you explained it to me many times. I wasn't actually sure what he was or who he was, um, or who he is currently. See, I don't know, but I felt like the way you acted him out while we did the little production, um, I kind of felt like he was just a very funny person in a way.
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
But
I think I think the better reaction though was when you asked me, "Who's Tom Waits?" Because
oh
Tom
yeah,
Waits makes a cameo appearance in the sketch. So I showed you and Anthony Sicone, who played Fievel, a clip of Tom Waits singing. And all I remember is just you going, "Oh my God," and scrunching your face in utter confusion at that man that was standing, that was before you on your screen.
yeah.
Were your nightmares terrifying for days afterwards?
No, but I couldn't get out of my head in a way.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Waits does sound like he gargles with razor blades and shoves gravel down his throat every day. So, it's par for the course. I guess it takes a special kind of talent to be able to sing that way and still have a recognizable fan base, I guess.
Yeah.
As we moved along on Zoe's stellar career, she had the distinction of being in another pilot program for a Willy Wonka musical. Uh, I feel like it was under a slightly different name. Was it Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or was it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie. And she got to play Charlie. It was
Yeah.
a, I was in the audience for one of the performances, and it was just so wonderful. Except for the part where you said Willy Wonka, he died.
He did die though. Commercially, he died.
Commercially, yes, you did cover that very well. Now, what was it like playing Charlie? Did you have any fond memories along with the cast of that and getting to sing and skip merrily about on stage and even faint into somebody's arms?
Who I was very afraid would not catch me, but they did.
I gotta admit, I was kind of afraid too that you were gonna slump into her arms and she was just gonna go, "Bud." Well, looks like Charlie has a concussion. We're gonna take a short break, everybody. I know it's funny, right?
Yes.
Concussions are not funny though. Their concussions are very serious.
So serious.
I know. Can you tell by the tone of my voice how serious they are?
Sure.
Sure. One of
Okay.
the thing One of the things that I'm noticing lately with Zoe is that she's starting to learn about older musicals because as we record this, she is trying out for Once Upon a Mattress, a show that I presume you had never heard of before your school's drama teacher told you guys about. That's the show you're doing.
Yes, but I have heard about it. I didn't know it was that, but I knew it was the story of Princess and the Pea. I just didn't like, I wasn't really aware of it, you know?
Yeah. Now, do you like to learn about older musicals? Because I know there's a lot of school of thought lately with the younger performers who, it's like Mean Girls and Matilda and SpongeBob the Musical. Those are the three that I see the most at
Funny,
elementary school.
funny thing, actually, I've never watched SpongeBob a day in my life. So if I were
I, I
to ask
don't I don't
SpongeBob,
believe you. I don't believe you. In fact, I think you have the complete series on DVD.
no, actually,
I mean, you could be lying for all we know.
I could be, but you could also verify with my mom.
Yeah, I could do that, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. You might be slipping her a $20 bill. Like, hey, mom, if he asks if I don't have the entire series, just say I don't. We don't know. We don't know. Zoe could be have a big billfold in her pocket. We don't know. This is an audio program, so we can't confirm or deny it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
As we progressed even further, I was looking to end my 2023 virtual season on a high note, and I had came up with a show called Rooster's Grand Adventure, which the theme of it was a lot of alternative and grunge music being used as the soundtrack. And I gotta tell you, when I presented this to the young Lieblings in the cast, a lot of them looked at me like I had 27 heads. Amongst those people was Miss Zoe, who played Daisy, the little Southern belle. And you got to hear Daisy, aka Zoe, do a Southern accent.
Mm.
And it was brought to my attention that Zoe had not really done that kind of an accent before. And I told her to watch the Penelope Pit Stop cartoon, and that's exactly what she did. And she picked up the accent. Would you say it's easy for you to pick up accents, Zoe?
Yeah, I memorize things. I
She's a
just
she's an accent savant. I fully believe that.
I can do many accents.
That's true. She even does a Klingon accent. I've heard her do it.
A what?
Klingon, like Star Trek.
What's Star Trek?
Well, now I feel incredibly old.
Uh,
What,
don't
what?
feel
You're one of those people. You're one of the many kids who, when I make a pop culture reference, what's that? Uh,
Oh, in one of my games, one of my board games, I know, surprising that I play board games, right? Yeah, because normally people are like into video games now. Yeah, I play this board game, and there's this card that you can get, and it's called pop culture. I didn't know what that word was.
oh my God! So you learned something new. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yup.
Woo! We have to. What is the name of this board game so we can thank it? Is it Trivial Pursuit?
Sure.
The
You
fact
lost.
that if you have to actually think about it, it's probably not that good of a game.
Probably.
Probably. So, moving the discussion into the music that we did, um, your mom kind of gave you a little crash course on Alanis Morissette because that was a one of the songs or recitations actually, since we didn't want to get copyright struck, that you did was for an Alanis Morissette song. Was it interesting for you to learn about new singers and new kind of music?
Well, from my mom, she likes to explain in detail. So I learned a lot about it, but I don't know. It was definitely different, but I like learning about like other music, other types of music. You might think I'm weird, but I don't listen to music like at all. But I'm always down to learn new music, whether I like it or not. If it's for a play, then of course, you know. But like, yeah, it was cool.
What what do you like to do in your spare time when you're
Play,
not what's that?
play soccer.
Play soccer. Yes. That is among Zoe's many talents is kicking a ball into a goal.
Not
What are your stats? How many goals have you had? 40, 50 goals?
I don't count. I don't keep track. But
Oh, isn't she modest, folks?
yeah.
She's probably had like 1,000 goals. She's that awesome.
I mean it's more than my hands and my
Yeah.
toes.
Well, you can't use your hands in soccer unless you're the goalie.
Well, unless I score on the goalie, then she can attempt to use her hands, but she won't because it goes past her.
Yes, that's how scoring a goal in soccer works. The ball goes past the goal.
Yeah.
Now, you worked with Mr. Ryan Hill, who is coming up very soon as a guest on this show. A performer from the Great White North, right up above. And you guys had very good chemistry together. What was it like working with Mr. Ryan as he was the rooster to your Daisy?
Fun. That's it. Everything under the category of fun because he was funny, I was funny. And when a funny person meets another funny person, we're just so funny.
Oh, so it's like me and you. We're both kind of wacky people.
Yeah.
In fact, we are so wacky that the two of us are teaming up for a future show. It's a revival of one of my productions from 2020. It's called The Guardian Game, where Zoe is playing Mindy, who sadly has lost her parents in an accident, and she must find one of her whacktastic uncles to be her guardian. All those uncles being played by me. And I,
Oh, excellent.
I've noticed quite well that Zoe is able to adapt to all the wacky voices that I do, and she plays all of it very well.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm very excited for that one. What are when you first read the script, what was your impression of it?
I was just excited to play Mindy because of also having to hear the fact that you could do all those voices was like mind blowing and really funny. I was teasing you about them in my sleep because all of your different brothers are or uncles are different and unique in their own way, which makes it even funnier.
Let's back up a little bit. What do you mean you were teasing me in your sleep? Like,
Nothing.
well, I don't know, because
Did
I'm just imagining Zoe's having a dream like, oh, Dane, your voices are so cringe. Stop it.
you're not wrong. Okay, next question.
Oh, well, you sure know how to make a guy feel 10 feet tall. Tee. Do you have any future projects that are coming up that we should let everybody know about to be on the lookout for? Besides the Guardian game and all the other auditions that you're going on.
Um, wait, what do you mean?
Like what stuff are you doing in terms of performing?
So I'm auditioning for the Little Mermaid at
I believe it's a class act in New York.
yeah, class act. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Class
yeah,
act is quite a mecca for young performers.
yeah.
So they should kiss the ground that Zoe walks on because she is an amazing singer and performer. So there.
Thank you.
You have I hope you're all listening out there, Class Act New York, if that's in fact your real names. But
You
yeah.
never know.
Now I see by the old clock on the wall that we are starting to run out of time. As much as I want to keep this going, we do
A
have
clock
to.
on the wall?
Yeah, I have a clock right next to me.
That's really weird.
I don't see why that's weird because
It's not weird. It's
it's
just
called
nobody
telling time. It's called telling time. So
saying. I hate to inform you, but nobody reads off clocks anymore, okay? They're
really,
electric clocks, and you read them off the bottom of your computer.
don't you? Do you have clocks in school?
Yeah, we do. They're on the wall, but so like every time you have to leave the room, you have to sign out on this sign out sheet, and you have to put the time you leave and the time you come back. They have the electric clock right next to it so that you don't have to read the actual time.
Well,
They
well,
teach you how to read the clock, but like you don't use it. Like I know how to read the clock. I could read the clock if I had to, but you know,
you seem to have a problem with clocks. I really don't understand this, but we're not going to get into that right now. Now, the last question that I have for Miss Zoe comes in the form of this. Zoe, if somebody were to come up to you and say, "Hey, Zoe, I'm looking to break into doing acting or singing or dancing," what would the piece of advice be that you would give to them in order to have them best breaking to the performance business?
oh, okay. That's a good one. Basically, I would just tell that person like audition advice, basically saying, don't worry about who you're singing to, and you should just pretend like you're singing to the wall. Also, when you're on stage, you shouldn't look into the audience and just look at the exit sign that's glowing behind their heads.
Oh, so wait a minute. So when I was Cogsworth and I was doing the Baroque Don't Fix It, I should have been looking at the exit signs.
Well, no, but when you're singing, you don't want to be like staring at your mom or your dad who's in the audience or your grandparents who's in the front row cheering you on or the director that's staring at you. You don't want to be looking at that, you know?
That's right, Anna. That's right. We don't want to make eye contact with you, especially when you're trying to put neckerchief on the beast.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's it. For those of you who are not aware of what I'm talking about, Anna Gelpke was our director for Beauty and the Beast. And during one of the performances, Matt, who played the Beast, his neckerchief did not go on in time. So I was handed it and said, "Hey, Dane, go put this on him during the scene." And that's exactly what I tried to do, but Matt kept moving around, so I couldn't get the darn thing on him. And for a brief moment, I locked eyes with Anna, and she's just looking at me like, "Put, put that thing on him, put it on him, put it on him." I was just like, "Oh, this is my nightmare. I'm Anna's gonna rip me off the stage and beat me with my clock pendulum." and just know it.
Oh yeah, remember the time where you didn't get it on when you barely got it on before the overture ended?
Um,
Or
what?
was it?
That
I
wasn't
don't
me.
know. No, it was you. You forgot to put your clock turn on thing.
I did no such thing. I was a good boy with my costumes.
Okay, sure.
Maybe you're thinking of David, who was Lumiere, because he was always we always played this game of where's David? Where's David?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. You think you're so slick, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, as our outro music plays us out, I want to give a special thank you to Zoe for being here. Zoe, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that music means that we are out of time. I hope everybody enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everyone. These are the performers I know.
Bye.
These are the performers I know. These are the performers I know.